There we are. Hello, guys. How's everybody doing? Sorry, I'm a little bit late tonight. I had a few technical issues. Yes, a few technical issues. Everything's grand now, but I had a few slight little technical issues. Just wondering what was causing it. Couldn't figure it out, but everything seems to be up and running at the moment. Hope you're all well. It's Friday afternoon, or Friday evening, I beg your pardon, Friday evening. It's just gone 9 o'clock. And like I said, I still can't figure out what's happening with my connection lately. Okay, it's my YouTube's connection. The computer itself is working grand. Everything else is working great. It's just for some weird reason YouTube is acting very, very funny this evening. I was trying to go live earlier on. I was trying to get on at about 8:30, but nothing was coming up. Now I seem to be on all right, so I don't know if anything is happening with live chat or anything like that. Don't know. Yeah. Oh well. Let's just see. Is it coming up? It is. There we go. Mr. P. Good evening. Good evening. I was having a few technical issues, and I was wondering what the heck was happening, but it seems to be all running again. Kevin, how are you? Hope you're well. It's going to be kind of reasonably short this evening. I'm going to kind of cut it off at about 9:45. A couple of little bits and pieces to do. This is more of a reminder that we're at the end now, the last day of the getting your builds in for the group, group build. Okay. And don't forget to join us Wednesday night. Okay, I'll say it a couple of times during the night. Wednesday night, 9 o'clock GMT for the draw. Okay, that's the draw for the two kits. The one kit is the big Zvezda rocket launcher thingy-majiggy on the back of a truck, and the second kit then is a 1/72nd scale Phantom. Okay, so don't forget to join us for them. Commander Wolfman, good evening. Good evening to you. Hope you're well this evening. John, how are you? John, thank you very, very much for that stand. Really, really appreciate it. John sent me on a lovely camera stand. So it just makes, definitely for the, for my still photographs, it just makes it so much freaking easier, because I can sort of set the camera up and then just move the piece, just turn the piece around, rather than trying to hold the camera in my hand and it wiggling all over the shop and I'm zooming in, and it just made it so much freaking easier. It made the shots nice and steady. I could tell the difference straight away. So thanks very much, John, for that. I really, really appreciate it. Ken Collins, hello, how are you? And John Metcalf, good evening. Twisted Jerhai just got a pop-up on love. Just got a pop-up and love your stuff. Thank you very, very much. I quite enjoy it myself. Thank you again, John. Just a reminder, lads, today is the last day. If you haven't got your builds in for the group build, get them in. You've got until 12 o'clock tomorrow. Okay. That would be midnight, depending where you are. Okay. The reason we added the extra couple of hours is because of time differences and where you're sort of posting from. Because sort of 12 o'clock tonight here, midnight tonight here, was probably only sort of 12 o'clock in the middle of the day in other countries. So it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's extended, but you've got until 12 o'clock tomorrow afternoon GMT to get your builds in. Now we've over 30 entries, which is absolutely freaking fabulous. I'm not sure the exact number. Hold on, I can get the exact number up for you. Very, very easy. Because Don is keeping me informed. Don has all the names and everything else. And the way we're going to do the draw, believe it or not, it's kind of a weird way. Don't know, but it seems to. This is what we've come up with. Don has all the names. He's kind of has the list. I will do the draw here. Okay. Now, I was going to put the numbers in a hat, but I'm going to come up with a number generator on the phone, hold it up, and we can get it up there. And I will put in as many, say, 1 to 35 or whatever the number is. We'll be getting that up now in a second. And as soon as the number comes up, then Don will go to his list and come up then, and Don will let us know who the winner is. So it's like, it's out of my hands. I don't know who's, I can't, in other words, I can't fix it as to who will win or anything like that. Here we go. Don has the number up here now. $33 entries already. Isn't that absolutely fabulous? That's 33 entries. And from what I have gathered, that is a massive amount as opposed to when it comes to group builds. So well done everybody for entering. That was absolutely brilliant. Because normally, like when YouTube or group or Facebook group or anything like that hold group builds, the average is around 20. So to get 33, that's really super, really super. So I really appreciate all that. There's Don in himself. Hi Don, I was just talking about you in your absence. DM Vinyl, hi from Poland. Dobre Newts. And Arthur Marinelli's there. Hi folks. Again, lads, I must say I've been looking through the Facebook page as well, and the entries are absolutely fabulous. They really are really brilliant. Some fabulous builds there, and quite a lot of Zvezda builds. That's that is really amazing. And I hope you've all enjoyed your Zvezda kits, because I certainly do. I haven't done one now for a little while. I'm doing a Hobby Boss one at the moment. Quite enjoying that. I'm in the Hobby Boss Canadian Leopard 2 A6. At this stage now, I have the bottom section done. Okay, I have the tracks on and all that, and so far it's actually been very nice, very nice indeed. The moldings are absolutely beautiful on it, and the fit is very good as well. But you know, it's I'm going to have fun when it comes to the camouflage scheme. I can tell you that much. I was going to take the shortcut and paint it in the desert yellow, because I have seen pictures of it in desert yellow, and I've said to myself, oh yeah, I could do it in the desert yellow there, and I can kind of sneak it in there. And then I took a closer look at the pictures in the desert yellow, and it's not. It's that I think they call it chameleon or something like that, camouflage stuff. It's shall we say, it's like a dress that they put on the vehicle. They kind of cover it in cloth, and it kind of cuts down heat signature and all that kind of stuff. But it's something like it's one of those things that unless you've got a kind of a kit form, as in, I've heard of Black Dog models do a kind of a cover for it, all right, but it's just a kind of a cloth. I'm not exactly sure what it actually is, but I don't even know if it's a camouflage. It's more just to kind of hide the heat signature and things like that. But it's that's what it was anyway. So I can't exactly paint it with the camouflage, well, with the desert yellow. There was a chap there. He commented on the. I'd say he was a Canadian chap actually. He was a Canadian chap, thinking back, and he gave me kind of a rundown on the deployment of the of the leopards in Afghanistan. As in when they started off, they had all their leopard 1s in mothballed, so they dug out a couple of those, and then they had to borrow some from the Dutch and from the Germans for going over to Afghanistan. So when they arrived, they were in the NATO camouflage, and hence the NATO camouflage on the box, and how the slat armor then is in the Desert Yellow, because it was basically different. It was sort of adapted in Afghanistan. That's when they put it on. It wasn't sort of put on in Canada or Canada, and so that's how it's got those two kind of colors. So the tank itself is the camouflage, and then all that slat bar armor then is in the Desert Yellow, or the Dunkelgelb. That's my pronunciation of it anyway. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to camouflage it. I'm going to leave the bars off until the camouflage is done, and then sort of paint the bars separately, and then try and get the bars on it. It's the only way I can do it, I think, because I don't think you'd be able to kind of paint the camouflage scheme with the bars on it. It would be practically impossible. I think we'd make a right hames of it. And so I'm just hoping I do a decent enough job on the camouflage scheme, because it looks reasonably complicated. The modern schemes are, you won't get away with sort of my rough airbrushing, getting away with sort of the World War II schemes. Although I did a decent enough job there now, I must admit, on the my group build entry, that the mouse camouflage scheme came out okay for that. Didn't look too sort of airbrush kind of. You can't get such a nice line with it, but I got there anyway. I got there in the end, so I'm we'll see how it goes, because it's kind of near enough the same colors. It's green, brown, and black. So I have 2 greens, brown, and black on my group build. Here we go. Anyway, let's get back up there to a little bit of the chat and see how people are doing and what they're all up to. Here we are. Boom, 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 boom. Ian is here. Good evening, John. Love the Panzer 38T build. Thank you very much. I thought it came out good. I was quite happy with it. I'm just staring over there because I'm looking at it there. I thought it came out grand. I probably would have shown it last week, but I didn't do a live show last week. But there she is anyway. We'll give it a bit of bit of solace, bit of light. Yeah, it came out grand. Really did. I enjoyed making it. Beautiful fit, and the painting for it went well as well. So whatever it is lately, I'm having serious problems with fucking lighting and everything. I'm just all over the shop. I'm all over the shop lately. I'm kind of not getting as much time at the bench as I'd love to get, to be 100% honest with you. I'm working a little bit more than I normally would, but anyway, don't forget to get your bills in, lads. Last day for the bills is today, and don't forget to join me on Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday, 9 o'clock GMT, same time as we have now, and that will be for the live draw. So there's 2 kits up for grabs. We've got the big Zvezda kit with the rocket launchery things and on the back of a truck, and we have 1/72 scale. It's the Academy's Phantom F4 Phantom 1/72 scale, and that was donated by Lloyd. And the Zvezda kit was donated by Zvezda themselves. So big thank you to Zvezda. Andre Billimans, hello from Holland. Hello. Derek Lahan, hi John, and great evening. It's not a very nice evening here in Limerick, I must say. It's very, 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 very wet. The rain is pelting down. Absolutely. You'll be drenched just by sticking your head out the window. So it's very, very heavy, and it's quite windy quite windy. So what's the weather like in your area, lads? Are you getting the same kind of stuff as we're getting here in Ireland? DR Barracuda camouflage netting on those Canadian Leos. Yes. Yeah, it's a kind of a weird one. As I was saying about the Canadian Leos, they're it's not really a netting. So let me describe it as it's like a cloth that's got holes kind of cut in it, but they're not cut the whole way, so they kind of flap. So when it's going in the breeze or whatever, they sort of flap away, and it just throws off computer signatures and things like that. It's very technical, very, very technical. It's not just a simple kind of camouflage netting. But they use them on the Leos in Afghanistan, where this one will be based. And like I said, I think Black Dog, someone said that Black Dog do camouflage for it, as in they do sort of an aftermarket netting type, whatever it is, be it a net or a skirt or a dress, whatever it is. Black Dog do one, but I don't buy aftermarket. I don't see the point of it. I don't see the point. I get as much enjoyment from building it and painting it. Why go off and spend extra money just to put it on, make it look good, and then sit it up on the shelf? I wouldn't get any enjoyment out of doing that. I get more enjoyment out of actually making something, painting it myself, that kind of thing. So that's why I don't buy aftermarket, lads. That's one of the main reasons I don't buy aftermarket, because it's just a bit of money that I can save and put it in for the next kit and enjoy the building and the painting. I mean, I suppose if I was entering a competition with it, all right, then I'd go for that kind of accuracy and stuff. And but when you're building for yourself and building it as a hobby, you get your enjoyment out of the building and the painting. So I don't see the point in a lot of aftermarket myself, being honest. More money you can put into other kits. DM Vinyl, have you seen the new model of the Polish 7TP tank from IBG Models? I have not. I must have a look for that. Ian Plumley says, evening, John, from a wet Berkshire. Yep, wet Limerick as well. So from a wet Berkshire to a wet Limerick, hello. DR Barracuda camouflage netting on those Canadian Leos. Barracuda, that was it. What was I calling it? Chameleon. Yeah, Barracuda. That's what it was called. I got that from, I looked up, basically Googled Canadian Leopard A6s, or Leopard 2 A6 in Afghanistan. And like I said, look, that's one in the desert yellow. And zoomed in, it wasn't. It was kind of a stuff like that. And kind of a bit of a write-up on it. Then it says Barracuda camouflaging thingy me stiff. Ashley Cross says, hi John, how are you? For weathering tanks, I just use a dark wash. Yep, simple as that. It makes it look nice and dirty. That's basically what I did with this. I tried a couple of different techniques, kind of worked out or whatever. Finished up then, and when the whole thing was done and I dull coated, everything was too light. So I gave it a nice dark wash, and it just kind of brought everything together and made it look quite nice. Little bit of dry brushing then in a pin wash. There you go. It ends up quite nice indeed. Common Road Junction says, hey all, how is everybody? Derek Lehan said, how's the new job going for you? I haven't actually started it yet, Derek. Waiting for the off with that one. I have to be police vetted. I was going to say Garda vetted, but most people don't know what Garda would mean. Garda is the Irish police force, Garda Síochána, and they're known as guards and the Gardaí. So because of the type of job that I'm going for, I have to be Garda vetted or police vetted, and I'm just waiting for that to come back. That usually takes about 2 weeks. I filled out the forms online there on Friday, put in basically every address you've ever lived in, and things like that. And then they'll come back and check out to make sure that you're a decent enough person of decent character. Basically, that you haven't got any kind of, you're not a closet pervert or something and being sort of done for that kind of thing. But I'm a good boy. I don't have any criminal records or anything like that. So just wait for it all to kind of be confirmed. We'll see. Just these things take a lot longer, especially when you're going for kind of government type jobs. They just take longer than normal. RC UK scale models. Hey John, is it raining here? It is raining here in southeast England. Yes, I think it's fucking raining. Europe is just wet, shall we say. Scotland is raining. Scotland is as bad as you. Just having a few tins first in 3 weeks. That's why it's a great evening. All right. You're having a few tins. That's why. Yes, a few Kennys, a few of the old metal beers. Jacob says, I just bought for aftermarket decals. Yep, because if you want to do kind of specific ones and things like that, then yeah, why not? Why not get the aftermarket decals? I actually did once get aftermarket decals. Yes, there's a crowd in Dublin that do them, and I was doing. I did a Spitfire, 1/72 scale Spitfire, and I did it in the Irish Army colours because the Irish Army had Spitfires at one stage back in the 40s and 50s, and I did one, and I got a set of Irish decals from that for that. Ian says it's raining here in the Lake District. Greg Riley on 35th scale models. Evening, John. And Greg is in the Lake District as well. So Ian and Greg, do you know each other, lads? Or is that sort of one of those stereotypical type questions? Oh, you're in the Lake District, you must know such and such a person. Yeah, it's like saying, oh, you're from London. Oh, you must know such a guy. Millions and millions of people living in London. But Ian Plumley says, try to make an antenna from guitar strings or keep snapping the outer wire. Any tips that would make it easier? Believe it or not, no, because sometimes it just works. Sometimes it's just easy. Sometimes it can take feckin' forever. I will get out one of my bit of guitar string here, and the one I pick out then is the one without the brass wire. So I can now get one with a bit of brass in it. There we go. There's one with a bit of brass. The fling. I'll just bring the camera in and turn it downwards there. I said I'll bring it in and turn it downwards. Okay. Now, let's bring them out of the way. Now, what I use is, I use one of these yokes, and I use a flat nose, little sort of long nose pliers, right? So I would grab it tightly. Now I'm not going to cut it off or anything like that, because I can use this at some stage, right? And it's literally just try and hold this one in place and use this then to pull off the brass. And see there, it keeps popping off as well. I get that problem quite a lot, and I think it's more down to what the type of guitar string you use more than technique, because sometimes it comes off very, very easy. Sometimes it doesn't. So try to get it that you're getting a bit of a, you want to get a little bit of it sticking out. See, like that. All right. and then you're trying to tease it up. Now, it's getting it started is the hard one. See, and I'm having the same problem as what you've had. There we go. Once you can get it started then like that. Okay. What you want to do is pull. See, you make it nice and long, and there you go. And just try to do that then the whole way down and along. And there's your aerial there in the middle. All right. Oh, come on. See that? Keep pulling it off. Then when you get to say where you want to put your little spring bit at the bottom of the aerial, cut it off then at that. Leave yourself tear off another little bit at the bottom. You got something to stick into the vehicle. Then you've got your bit of antenna. But it's just one of those things that sometimes it'll fly off for you. Other times it'll just keep breaking. The one for this now, I must admit, the one for the 38T, I think it nearly took me about a half an hour because the brass kept breaking on it. Now, I must admit, these are cheap strings that I got on, I got them from Wish. So maybe if you, by using better quality guitar strings, maybe that would work. Because I used to buy them in the music store, and I used to buy them individually, and I'd ask for, say, a fifth or a sixth string, and your man would hand them out to me, and I never really had that problem with them before. But when I bought the cheap strings, the brass, it just seems to be that little bit more brittle. So maybe that's what it was. So where are we now with that? Hope that kind of helped a little bit, Ian, but that really is the problem. RC Scale Model UK, I have the 148th Hawker Hurricane to build, and it's an Irish mark, and it's a nice one. Yes, very nice one indeed. Yeah, they had a couple of the Hawkers. They kept them going to the fucking 60s. They dragged every last little bit out of it. So why Ireland never had, the Air Corps. It's not an Air Force. It's an Air Corps, our Army Air Corps, and it's mostly used for sort of air sea rescue, mountain rescue. Kind of like a glorified Coast Guard at times. They do a little bit now, more recently with the army when they got some new helicopters there. They do some sort of military style stuff with them, but it's more of a kind of an aid to civilian power. What the Irish Air Corps really is used for. Same with the Irish Navy. It's more fishery protection than anything else. Boom, boom, boom. Greg lives in the next village to me. So you live close enough to each other. Rob, hi. Greg says, we haven't met but have messaged, but Ian used to go to school with me missus. Ooh. No. I'll say no more, Greg. I'll say no more. Uncle John. Rick keeps calling me that. I just got my Borders Crusader yesterday, and it is just beautiful. You're going to get it before I build it if I have to finish the Dragon T34 for a T34 group build. I do like the Crusader tank, I must admit. It's the Border models. I've heard a lot of good things about Border models. Some of their kits, they do kind of special editions and things. They do one with a wooden box, and other ones then have a cutting mat and things inside. And so they give you some nice little extras with some of their kits. Very nice indeed. Common Road Junction says, "Hey, Greg, mate." Liam Kelly, have a look at carp fishing for terminal tackle for stripping hook links. Oh, there you go. That might look at carp fishing for terminal tackle. No, for stripping hook links. That might do the thing. It's kind of a little puller type thing, is it? Probably do the same job. Yeah. Also, nail clippers. Little kind of nail clippers. Put that onto it, and it's down to holding. And like I said, I think the problem that I'm having with this one, it really is down to you just being a tight arse and buying cheap freaking guitar strings from Wish. Derek Lehan, no pressure, it's only live. Yoldas T62, very professional workmanship, great job. Thank you very much. Plast Trishket, hello, Mr. John. I have seen the build you made of the M48 Patton. I built that one too. I'm video it, and it's onto the weathering stage. That is a nice kit. That Tamiya one, the M48 Patton. It is a nice kit. It's a very nice kit actually. So I've heard, and I wouldn't mind, but I've heard people dissing that kit, and I don't see how, because I remember when I was building it, the fit was absolutely perfect on it, and everything just fitted really nice. I had no problems with it at all. I did this with guitar strings. I had D. He managed. There you go. Good evening, Archie, says Greg. RC UK scale models, Border models do the T34 with the wooden box. That's it, yeah. That's the T34 with it's kind of a plique armor or something like that, isn't it? They do it in a wooden box, and it's the they do Panzer IV then, and they give you a cutting mat with it. So, these little things like that, and they're actually quite nice indeed. Twister Ger. Am I pronouncing that right? Anyway, how do you cope with negative comments? Guess many saw it at Nigel's. Hold on a second. Let's just have to freaking at Nigel's channel. So sad. To be quite honest with you, they don't bother me. They don't bother me at all, because you're going to get trolls no matter where you go. You're going to get trolls. Like, you can't please everybody all the time. Okay. Some people, they just go on to channels and just stick in a comment just to stir the shit, to be quite honest with you. If people can't sort of just it's a hobby. I don't take it serious. So when someone comments something bad, it doesn't really bother me. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. I remember about 2 or 3 years ago, someone commented on one of my videos, and I think it was one of the first bad comments I got, and said a video was okay, quality wasn't the best. Look at the dirt of your fingernails. Ugh, how could you do that? And I was there going, I mean, it's a hobby. I think I was working with pigments at the time, and well, I don't use pigments. I was using chalk pastels, and it gets into freaking everywhere in your fingers and things like that. And then I had a look at. I went on, and when you comment, you have to have a page to comment. So I went back in and looked at what he had up on his page. And all he'd done was he had a couple of videos on ballet and one on flower arranging. So I didn't take the comment too seriously, shall we say, Anyway, Commander Wolfman, sorry for the late reply, John. I've got my hands full with rigging on the big ship. Doing well done. Doing well here, and sorry, and I'm glad to hear you're doing good as well. Derek Lahan says, regards to figs, I'm looking for Vietnam boaty guys. What manufacturer would you recommend for face details? I'm not a figure person. To be quite honest with you, I don't really know. I know some people that seem to like what's it? Actually, the Zvezda do figure sets, and the faces on them are actually quite good. They are quite good, but I don't know if you're going to get the Vietnam boaty guys. I presume you're doing a pibber, so you want your boaty guys for that. I don't know. Unfortunately, I do not know, Derek. If anybody there knows, lads, let Derek know. Ian DeVecas, not bad. Greg had the pacemaker fitted this week. Oh my God, Ian, I hope you're okay. Derek Lahan, should see my nail when I work. Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? Like I anytime I'm ever doing things like that, and I do a close up, I'd often see it myself, and I'd be there, and you probably watched the videos yourselves, lads, and you often said, look, don't be looking at my fingernails, look at the model, forget about my fingernails. Mini art figures, there you go. Bob says mini art figures are good. RC scale model. John, have you built any mini art tanks? Nope, I have not built anything from mini art. I must admit, I have not. I should have replied to stop picking your way. No, yes. The dirty fingernails, you don't. Yeah, no. Anyway, Ashley, how's the JU88 coming? You stop asking about it. It's back in the box. I haven't done anything to it. I guarantee you'll be the first to know when I dig it out and do something with it. Greg says you need to rest up. That's for sure. Oh my God, having a pacemaker fitted. Stay away from electronics and magnets. I bought my first Zvezda kit this week, and I think I'll be buying one of their kits again. No, there you go, Mr. Common Road Junction. I'll tell you, they're lovely kits. They really, really are, and they're a great price. They're a great price. As long as you're not one of those rivet counters that goes off and, you want to enter competitions and things like that, and you want everything to be absolutely 100% and 50% perfect. Although, I wouldn't know. I've heard some of their Russian stuff is absolutely unbelievable for accuracy and things like that. Me, personally, I don't care. As long as everything fits, the tank looks nice and it looks sort of in scale and all that kind of thing, then I'm happy with it and I enjoy it because I do it as a hobby, not as a historically accurate piece that I'm going to show to millions of people. I do it as a hobby piece that I'm going to show to hundreds of people on the YouTubes. So there you go. Kieran Kennedy retracted his message. Why? Anyway, Bob says you're welcome, Derek. Ian says I am Greg being waited on hand and foot by the wife. That's good. As long as she's not sort of wading in with the foot and belting you with the hand, then you're okay. But she's looking after you anyway, Ian. That's good. Bob says, what do you think of men kits? I've only built a few in the past. as I said, I'm building a Hobby Boss one now at the moment, and my next kit is a Meng. Yes, the next kit in my list is a Meng kit. I'm doing the M2A3 Bradley. I did the M3A3 Bradley, which is the one without the interior, and I found it an absolutely fabulous kit. And I did that about 4 years ago, and that is why I went off and I got the M2A3 one. It's got a full interior, and I've seen a couple of builds in it, and I've really envied how it looks. So I said I'm looking forward to building that. I get that, and I did. So there you go. The only other Meng kits I did, actually, I did the little World War II's Meng ones, and I think that was it then for Meng. It's the only ones I've ever really done. I know they do some nice. They do a nice Panther and things like that, but yeah, I mean, I'm spoiled for choice. When you think of it nowadays, you're really kind of spoiled for choice. I do love Tamiya's. I love the Tamiya's. I like Hobby Boss, Trumpeter, but you know, it is what it is, and I go kind of for what I can get for the few bob that I have to spend, and that's where sort of Zvezda kits come in handy, because they're good when you're on a budget. They really are. But the Meng Sherman, the tracks are a stinker. Ooh, yes. ICM was check them out. Yes. Ryfield T3485. So anyway, lads, like I said, I'm going to finish up kind of early now at the moment. Don't forget to get if you haven't already sort of stuck in your, what's happened there? If you haven't already stuck in your builds for the group build, get them up on Facebook, or you can email your pictures to me. And as I said, we have 33 entries already, which is absolutely brilliant. It is still a 33, Don, is it? Don is my he's my supervisor for the Facebook page, and he's got all the names. So join me on Wednesday night, lads, same time, 9 o'clock, and we will have the draw. So I'm going to finish up now, lads. I have a few things to do here before I can sort of get ready, because shall we say, as you all know, I'm in my bedroom, and I have it in quite a mess at the moment. I'm kind of tidying up, making things a little bit easier to sort of work around. And you know yourself, when you're tidying up, you kind of bring stuff and you put it over. So at the moment, sort of the bed is full of sort of all new model kits and things, the made ones. No, not boxes. If there were boxes, it'd be so much easier. I could just sort of grab them together and kind of boom. But it's trying to find places for all the ones that are made, and it's a case of what you do with them when you start running out of space. You know, you have to try and make space somewhere. So I better tidy them up, otherwise Mrs. M will be very pissed off when she comes up to go to bed. And she can't sort of think, because she will be so nice and gentle with them when she takes them off the bed. I can guarantee you that. Yeah, it'll be a case of the hand gets a big sweep and the floor gets a few models, and you can be guaranteed it'll be my side that will get them. So anyway, lads, I'll see you on Wednesday. If you don't join me on Wednesday, I'll see you next Friday. And take care. Enjoy your modelling. Be nice to one another. Stay safe. And go out and buy yourself a kit. Build it and enjoy it. And hopefully Friday night then we'll be back. Next Friday night we'll be back to sort of the normal Friday night. I'll have to make sure this place is tidy beforehand. Or I just, you know, why I decided to do it at sort of 7:15 on a Friday to start getting the place cleaned out, knowing that I was going to go live at 9 o'clock. That was a little bit silly out of my you know. But then again, it is me. When have I ever done anything intelligent? I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, lads, stay safe. See you soon. Take care. Bye bye.